All right, these are confirmations that we're getting from Carlstadt, New Jersey police confirming that 2 are dead, likely the flight crew in this Learjet crash that happened about an hour, a little bit more than an hour ago. No other passengers, we're told, were on that flight. That's all we can tell you. If that is the case, then this plane that can hold up to 8 people, only 2 are on board, and that would be the pilot and the co-pilot. Local and surrounding police, fire, and ambulance, as you can see, are on the site right now. The Teterboro Airport, again, largely a private aviation airport, a lot of private jets that leave in and out of there, largely from those who work in and out of Manhattan. This is the airport of choice for them, and it is shut down right now, although travel in the New York metropolitan area does continue, air travel that is, at the 3 major airports there, LaGuardia, JFK, and New Jersey's Liberty International. Trace Gallagher, a former pilot himself, joins us with the latest on what he can glean and what he's heard. What do you hear?
Well, you can look at those pictures, Neil, and you see from the background they keep kind of panning back and forth. But if you look at where this plane appeared to go in, you can see that it went in very, very hard and very, very fast. And witnesses on scene say it appeared to be listing a little bit to his left as it came in. We're talking here about a Learjet 35 that was attempting to land directly north at Teterboro, but came up, we're told, about a quarter of a mile short. Officials on scene say the jet hit 3 buildings that, as you see now, are all on fire. It's unclear if anybody was inside those buildings. The Learjet 35 can carry 2 pilots, as you said, Neil. We have confirmed that we believe it was the flight crew killed in this crash. There were no passengers on board. Depending on how it's configured, it can hold 6 or 8 passengers. We should tell you that the plane was coming in from Philadelphia, and it's unclear how much fuel was on board, but these things can hold about 950 gallons, so there could be a great deal of fuel burning inside of those buildings. Local air traffic at Newark, JFK, and LaGuardia were all initially affected, but we are told that the flights are now coming and going there. The Learjet 35, those who don't know, is probably most famous for being the plane that golfer Payne Stewart was in when it lost pressure back in, I think, 1999. That plane flew for several hours before crashing. This is a twin-engine jet that has a stellar record, and coming up short on a runway is a very rare occurrence. I mean, you look outside, the weather there is pristine. There was no reports of any thunderstorms in the area, so this is unusual. Again, the listing to the left could be an indication of engine problems, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. The FAA is on scene, as is the National Transportation and Safety Board. So far, they have made no comments about the cause of this crash, but just to update, 2 are dead, confirmed. We believe it is the pilot and co-pilot. We do not know the company or companies that own this, Neil, but there apparently were no passengers on board the plane, and now first responders are trying as hard as they can to get this out and find out who might have been inside these 3 buildings that were hit.
And to your point, if it was leaving from Philadelphia, it hadn't burned through a lot of that fuel, right?
It hadn't burned through very much, and we don't know. Maybe it was a short hop, and they only put a little bit of fuel in there. It would indicate to us that there's a lot of fuel because there's a lot of smoke and a lot of flames. But this thing may have just been, you know, bouncing in to pick up passengers at Teterboro and then on for a longer journey. So the original destination, we believe, or origination was Philadelphia. We have no idea where this thing was planning on going throughout the rest of the day, though, Neil.
All right, Trace, thank you very, very much. Trace Gallagher, again, to Trace's point here, 2 are known